Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Liberty Flames. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Flames offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders...
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Right on the money. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
defenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Taylor wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job on the defense with communication there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Howard. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Daniels. Looking left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Taylor wants to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle, it's Webster. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Powers forward. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Flames. Up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Copeland. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
And the Flames started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll ride the hot hand. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Copeland. Touchdown, Flames! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Cardinals just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Person. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Flames send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside zone 10 at the 11-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thacker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The sure hands, it's Jackson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just keep slinging it. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Unloads it left. It's caught. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Taylor wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harper. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Cardinals, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. It's a 1-point game, 14-13. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, what a move. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun. Finds his tight end. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Let's go. 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here we go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Lee. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Complete.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Dead center perfect. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
And the Flames will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
That's caught. It's Harper. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Taylor wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
The play action fake. Going for the big play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Flames will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
Right, absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Breaks the tackle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Flames come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be looking to run. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Cardinals come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Taylor wants to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. They'll try the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Oh, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Made a a defender miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes a man miss. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. After a good gain on that one, they'll spot it at the 43.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Durham. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Running through contact. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you roll?
Touchdown, Cardinals! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they did tack on the extra point.
That makes the score Ball State 20, Liberty 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none. As he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Ford. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him corralled, but a big play to wrap it up and send things to the quarter break. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity. Touchdown, Liberty! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed up. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Here's the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Now adjusting. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Let's go! On the option. Now the pitch. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Going right down the boulevard. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Now, nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big man.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressively. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum, and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.